What's going on, you guys? Mayhem here, and It's Metal Forever, but with recent changes, I changed my gamer tag. I started my own GB/clan, and it's called Elysium. So, like I said before, my last class setup video, I am getting really involved with competitive gaming, and now that I have a team to run with, it's getting really fun. My team is No Mercy None, which is now Elysium Mercy, and then Krelton 7 is now Elysium Zephyr. And then our last pickup was SWS X Zeus. And so we're really confident in our game. Last season for league play we finished out Master Rank 46, I believe. Yeah, Master Rank 46 there at the bottom. That was our team rank. And then my solo rank for last season was I think like 62. Didn't really play much solo. Didn't really win a whole lot. I had a whole lot of points, but I just lost so much because I played a lot of solo that kind of ruined me there. I could have been in the 20s or so. But anyway, I want to give you guys a new class setup video today, and I'm going to do them in separate videos. I'm going to do Hardpoint and Capture the Flag today, because they're very simple, they're very similar classes. I want to save Search and Destroy for a separate video, because I believe that I have mastered every single situation possible in Search and Destroy. I love Search and Destroy. It's my best game type. It is my team's best game type as a team. And I'd say our worst one is probably Hardpoint. We need to work on rotations and rotating at the approximate time, making less mistakes, and we should master Hardpoint soon. Capture the Flag is about half and half. I'm not 100% confident that we're going to win every single game, but I'm not saying that we're going to lose every single game. I'm saying probably about a 50-50 chance for Capture the Flag against other teams. Search and Destroy, though, I'm very confident in my team in Search and Destroy. So let's go ahead and get started. Going to League Play here, Championship Series. The new season started the 1st, so I'm Master Rank 70. After my 5 placement games, I got put into Platinum like 160 or something. Won 2 games in a row and then got put into Masters. Not that hard. I think if you've been ranked Master before, then it's a lot easier to get back into Master than if you were like a ranked Gold last season trying to get into Master. I think it realizes that, hey, this was a Master rank caliber player last season. So we're not going to put him in Gold or Platinum for too long because he'll just dominate everyone. I'm not saying that I think that goes for everybody. Pretty sure, not 100% sure. But now I'm just rambling. So let's go ahead and get started in the class setup videos. So for my role in objective-based game types like Hardpoint and Capture the Flag, I am the OBJ player. For Hardpoint, it's my job to get as much time off of every single Hardpoint possible because whenever my team rotates, I'm left by myself on the hardpoint, and I gotta get some kills. I gotta milk as much time possible off each and every hill, because there's too many games in hardpoint to where it comes down to the last hill. You know, you could be up by 20 seconds, and the last hill comes up, the other team rotated better than you did, and they get the full time off, and you lose by like 3 seconds. And, you know, if we would have just focused on another hill and got all 13 seconds or something like that, then we would have won the game. So there's too many times to where teams rotate early, and ourselves are probably the biggest mistakes have been made whenever we rotate a little bit too early, and we leave like 10, 15 seconds to the other team that shouldn't have been left for them. So we need to learn to rotate better, but for my job is to be on the hardpoint. So I'm going to be on the hardpoint probably as much as possible, if not all the time. So this first class setup I named Run because this is the running class, as you know, this is for the start off of a game, so I can run with my knife out, so that's why I don't have a secondary. Lightweight and extreme conditioning, because whenever you spawn in, you got to get to the center hill faster than the other team, so this is how I do that. Lightweight flat jacket, so I don't get naded off the start, so in case I don't get slowed down by a grenade. I'm trying to get to the hill as fast as possible with this class, so that's why I run TAC-MAS so I don't get concussioned or flashed. The only thing that can slow me down on this class is if someone throws an EMP, it'll stop me for like a second or two, and that's pretty much it. It's not like a stun or a flash that lasts forever. My next class is going to be my most used class in Hardpoint. I switch out Flat Jacket and a Perk 1 Greed because I feel like the Cap 40 and a Smoke is way more important for me to get kills on the Hardpoint. The Cap 40 will get you out of the worst situations possible. So you'll see it on a bunch of my classes. Gotta run it. Everyone else run it. It's best close quarters gun in the game by far. Beats the Scorpion, beats the B2-3R, beats everything at close range. So My first three classes are all MSMCs with Quick Draw and Laser Sight. I run Laser Sight for those close quarter gun battles. Because I am on the hardpoint a lot, I need to get as many bullets on target as possible from hip firing, and then say a guy comes into the hardpoint, I hip fire him, I get 1 or 2 bullets on him, then I can just aim down sights real quick and get a third to kill him. So that's why I run Quick Draw and Laser. It's going to be on the first 3 classes. These are my primary classes whenever I'm running. So this one doesn't have flat check. If I find a team is throwing a lot of nades, say I get like naded off the hardpoint like 3 times in a row, I'll get pissed off and then switch back to that class so I don't get naded. But I run Tac Mask and Dexterity and Lightweight together so that I can move around and be as mobile as possible for my team to get onto the hardpoint. This next class, if you're an OBJ-focused player, you're going to need a class like this. It's hardwired so that I can't get EMP'd. You're always going to run into those teams that spam EMP grenades constantly. And you never know where they're coming from. You can't call in your score streaks because you're EMP'd 24/7. So I take off Tac Mask because if they're throwing EMPs a lot, they're probably not going to be throwing stuns because nobody's going to be running Tactician, you know, unless they are just complete assholes. Nobody's going to be running Tactician, so I run Hardwired instead of Tac Mask. And then I run an EMP in case they get a sentry or anything like that, and then Cap 40, same setup as before. This is my Slay class. The A94 is my go-to assault rifle because I feel like it's the most consistent. The FAL is definitely the most powerful. If you can master the FAL, which I have a decent trigger finger, but it's just give or take for me. So the A94 is the most consistent for me. I feel like the M8 is a really good weapon in certain people's hands. It can just dominate. But for me, it's a little bit too inconsistent for my liking. I feel like sometimes I could be a mile away from someone and get him one-bursted. And then the same guy, 20 seconds later, I got to 4-burst him just to get hit markers on him. It's ridiculous sometimes. It depends on the day, I guess. But the A94 is definitely my go-to assault rifle. Lightweight, toughness, dexterity. This is in case I'm not really playing the objective that much, mainly for solo. If I'm going to be... This class is actually mostly for Yemen and Express. I feel like I need an AR on Yemen to compete with other people. Trophy system in case we get a sentry gun or anything. I'm not going to be on the objective as much, so that's why I don't run Flat Jacket or Tac Mask. But Dexterity and Quick Draw together is absolutely phenomenal. I've grown, like, addicted to it, almost. So it's you can just pop right after sprinting and just aim down sights on someone. It's ridiculous. Last class for Hardpoint is going to be a Remington. Those close-quarter combats like Yemen in the church or Express in control room or even ticket booth, I'll run this class to outslay my opponents. That's the goal. And then a concussion, because if someone's running away from me, I will actually stun them and then go up and kill them with my Remington so I don't have to chase them for hours. That's kind of an asshole move, but I don't care. Lightweight, Dexterity, Tac Mask. This class setup is very similar to my OBJ class. The only difference is that I have a Remington instead of an MSMC and a concussion instead of smoke. Next class set is going to be Capture the Flag. These are all my Capture the Flag, and I'll end the video after I explain Capture the Flag, because these 4 classes are very similar. The only difference is the tactical equipment and the other third perk that I'm running besides Extreme Conditioning. But I have a setup for every situation possible. This is my primary class, Dead Silence, so that I can sound whore other people and they can't hear me. I love being silent and Capture the Flag. I've grown kind of addicted to it. It's kind of hard for me to run with my footsteps on in Capture the Flag because I'm running so much. I'm running all around. You can hear other people way better than they can hear you. Smoke so I can throw it on the flag and GTFO. Alright, the next class, and this is genius for me. This right here is genius because I never see anybody run this, but it is so good in Capture the Flag for when the enemy team gets a sentry gun. You can destroy it in probably the first 45 seconds of the round. It is absolutely phenomenal that nobody else does this, but instead of Dead Silence, I put on Engineer, and instead of a Smoke, I put on a Black Hat, so that I can hack the sentry gun instead of wasting time and wasting EMPs whenever the enemy team is going to have 6 trophy systems around their sentry gun. So, this class is awesome. I love it. I'm surprised that nobody else runs this, because it's absolutely phenomenal. Dexterity perk instead of Black Hat or Dead Silence. in case I'm on like raid where you have to run through a lot of windows, because what I tend to do is I tend to try to trick enemy players and where I'm going. Like on standoff, if the enemy flag is on grandma's, then what I'll do is like I will pull the flag and then go through bottom grandma's, go through back alley, and then actually cut it back and then go through bottom brown. I do that a lot, and they never expect it, and then I go back through mid alley, and they're expecting me to come from back alley from gas, and so I like dexterity so that I can mantle a little bit faster. And then my last is going to be tac mask. If the enemy team is running stuns or concussions, then I'll switch it to this class. Kind of a different perk for every situation possible, and I like that. I think that's really smart. And then an AN-94 in case we get a sentry gun. I have 2 trophy systems. Hopefully the enemy team's not running Black Hat. If they're not being dumb, they'll be running EMPs, and we can save our sentry gun. And in case the MSMC is not working for me either, I'll switch to this class and wreck kids. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will save Search and Destroy. I'm not even going to go over to the class set because I want to save it for later. Maybe look for another video today or tomorrow, one of the two. I'm nearing the end of school, so more videos coming out shortly. And with the recent name change, I'm trying to change my YouTube name to Elysium Gaming. I just can't figure out how to. So be looking to that too. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helps you. If you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to ask me. I will respond to you. And hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Peace!